Hi everyone, so my name's Louise and today we are looking at the Three Kings. So before I tell you the story, I thought we might do something a little bit fun. So this is a first for me. I can't remember the last time I made a crown, but I'm going to show you how to make a crown, okay? So first of all you need a big long piece of paper that's going to go all the way around your head. You need some kitchen foil or something shiny. This is where you raid your mum's kitchen cupboards, okay? You need some glue and you need some glitter maybe, and then you maybe need some shiny coloured paper or little stickers or something to make the jewels. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get our foil just like this, and we need to stick it to our piece of card. Okay, so let's see if we can do this really easily. So here we go. This is kind of fun. Okay, so you probably don't need too much glue, but while I'm doing it, I'll do it really quickly. You need to scoot it all in like this, get as much glue as you can all the way around it. Okay, and then what you need to do then is you need to get your shiny foil and put it on top of the crown, and then scoot it down, okay, so then you've got the two together. It's going to look really shiny. Okay, so and then what you need to do is take a pen and do your jagged pieces of the crown, because crowns are very pointy at the top. Okay, and then get some scissors. These are really big ones, but you might need some your size, or these are what your mum can help, or dad, or grown-up can help you with. So you just cut it out to make all these nice spikes. Okay, so there we go, and we go down here, go here, down here, nearly done. Last one. There's quite a lot of spikes on mine, but I've got quite a big head, so we need lots. Okay, so once you've got like this, you then need to stick it together. Now I've got some sellotape to stick it together, just because I think it might be the easiest way of putting it together. So I'm going to scoot it together like this. I'll just get my sellotape, which is just stuck to my side unit, and I'm going to put my crown together just like that. And look, if I take my hair out, I can put it on my head, and I have a fantastic crown. Okay, right, okay, fantastic crown. So what I want to do is I'm going to stick a few jewels on to make it look a little bit more jazzy. So you can do whatever colour jewels you want. I'm going to do some red ones. Okay, so I'll just do it like that and stick them on. Okay, there we go. Got some nice bright red jewels. Another one, but you can use glitter or you can use stickers. Remember, you can spend as much time as you want making your crown, and then you can run around and pretend to be a king. Alright, and this is my crown. See if you can make a better one than the one I've made. Alright, hiya. So, you've got your crown on, okay? You're ready for the story, okay? So this story, okay, is all about Jesus being born. It's the Christmas story, okay? And you'll already have heard this because Michael introduced you to the story a couple of weeks ago, and then Sally told us all about the shepherds last week. There were some other special visitors to Jesus, and they were the three kings. Can you see at the bottom of my screen? I've got 3 kings, and I'm going to keep them at the bottom because they've all got their crowns on, and they've each got a gift, you see. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn all about these 3 kings and what happened and how they're important to the story of Jesus, okay? So, in my little book, I've got a flip-flap book. So if I move the pages, can you see the angel's wings? Flap. Ain't that cool? Okay, here goes. So, long ago, a young girl called Mary lived quietly in a town called Nazareth. She was engaged to a man called Joseph. One day, God sent the angel Gabriel to talk to Mary. At first, she was scared. But then Gabriel says, "Do not be afraid. You have been chosen by God to have a baby called Jesus, and he will be God's son." Okay, so this is the angel Gabriel, and he's talking to Mary about having a baby. Now, Mary and Joseph needed to go on their journey. Do you remember they went on this donkey? You see this funky donkey here? So it was nearly time for Mary to have her baby. But Mary and Joseph needed to take a long and difficult journey to Bethlehem to pay their taxes. Mary rode on a donkey and Joseph walked beside her. You see? Right. Look at this page. This page is pretty cool. Look at Bethlehem. Can you see? So Bethlehem was a very crowded city and it was noisy. Mary and Joseph needed a place to stay, but in every inn it was the same. There was no room to stay in any of these places. Poor Mary was very tired, and at last an innkeeper was very kind, showed them a stable where he kept his animals, and they were welcome to stay there, he said. Okay. Mary and Joseph were very happy to have found a place at last. That night in the stable, Mary gave birth to her son. She wrapped baby Jesus in strips of cloth to keep him warm. So there's baby Jesus, look, he's been born. And this is Mary and this is Joseph. And look, they've got all these animals in the shed looking on at them. Mary laid her baby in a manger. So a manger is like a hay basket that the animals normally eat out of. It was nice and squishy inside. Mary and Joseph watched over Jesus and all the animals in the stable gathered round. Whoa, look at this. Can you see my picture? All these angels. I'll show you it a bit more. Here you go again. That night, on a hillside overlooking Bethlehem, shepherds were watching over their sheep. Suddenly they saw a bright light in the sky and an angel sent by God appeared, bathed in a golden glow. The shepherds shook with fear. "Don't be afraid," said the angel. "I bring you great news. The Son of God has been born. You will find the baby lying in a manger in Bethlehem." Then the sky was filled with angels singing. Once the angels had left, the shepherds set off to Bethlehem to find the baby. Oh, look at the star, guys. Can you see? Wow, and here are my 3 kings in the story. Can you see? Just down here. Far away in the east, which was a really, really, really long way away from where Jesus was, 3 wise men. Wise men. Sometimes they're known as kings as well. So remember, you've got your crown on. We're kings today, all right. These men studied the skies and they knew that this was a special star. Look at this. It's amazing. It was so bright, this star, unlike anything they'd ever seen before. It meant that a great new king had been born. They decided to go and look for him. The 3 wise men prepared for their journey to find the baby Jesus. who lay in the stable in Bethlehem. They were guided by the bright star in the sky. The wise men wore gold crowns on their heads and were dressed in fine gowns. They prepared gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. That's interesting, isn't it? They took gifts to see the baby. Oh wow, and here they are. They've arrived. Look, can you see? Up here. It was night of joy and celebration. The newborn baby Jesus lay in his manger. Mary and Joseph watched over him. The animals gathered close by. Shepherds knelt down and worshipped baby Jesus. The wise man came on their camels, bearing gifts, and the bright new star twinkled in the sky. Isn't that amazing? So if I just go like that, you can see the kings again. Okay? So, what have we learnt in that story, guys? We learnt that there were 3 kings who were very special people. But guess what? There was someone more special than them. And that was Jesus, God's son. And they took presents. Yeah? So the reason they took their 3 presents was because Jesus was special. And these presents were very, very expensive. Yeah? So normally when a baby's born, we give clothes, or we might give them some toys. Yeah? But these kings gave them gold, frankincense and myrrh, which are really, really expensive. Okay, lots of money. And not things you'd normally give a baby. But there was a really important reason they gave them these gifts. Yeah? They took them because Jesus was special and he was God's son. And he was worthy of being a king. And kings get expensive stuff. Alright? So, there was one other thing that the kings did as well when they saw Jesus. And they worshipped him. You know what worship is? Worship's singing. They were like, oh, you're amazing. And they praised the fact that Jesus had been born. Which is just an amazing thing. And that's what we do at Christmas. We all meet together and we generally all celebrate Christmas and sing songs and just celebrate the fact that Jesus has been born. Just like these kings did. Okay? Hiya guys. So we're going to do our prayer now. So remember our little trusty cross. Yeah? If you don't know how to make one, just use it. Make one using your Duplo or your Lego. Okay? And then we need to hold it while we do our prayer. Okay? And it's just a very quick, simple prayer today. Okay? So one that hopefully we can remember. So, dear God, thank you for our King, Jesus. Amen.